You know, when I was a boy, I read an essay by Ralph Waldo Emerson. It was called Self-Reliance. It was written in 1841. Ralph Waldo Emerson is one of the greatest writers in the history of America. He was a transcendentalist. And in that Self-Reliance, Ralph Waldo Emerson said to be a man, you must be a nonconformist. And of course, I'm a serious nonconformist. So I guess Vince Ellison is a man. But he said something in Self-Reliance that I never forgot. I want to read it to you about manhood. He says, society everywhere is in a conspiracy against the manhood of every one of its members. Interesting. Society everywhere is in a conspiracy against the manhood of every one of its members. They want to take your manhood away. They want to take away your virtue. Another transcendentalist was a guy by the name of Henry David Thoreau. He wrote the book Walden, and he was the same, nonconformist. Henry David Thoreau said for all of us to walk confidently in the direction of your dreams. Those two things set up my life, man. Be a nonconformist and know that, man, that society's trying to take away your manhood. Don't let them. Then walk confidently in the direction of your dreams. It is interesting because after reading that and seeing what's happening today in America, it all comes together. A conspiracy to destroy manhood in America, to take away manliness. Because the only way these punks and these weirdos and these malcontents can have any type of progress is they got to destroy the men that block their progress. C.S. Lewis, you know I talk about him a lot. I learned a lot from C.S. Lewis. He wrote this book, The Abolition of Man. Abolition of Man. And in that book, one of his chapters was called Men Without Chests. And C.S. talks a lot about this also in this Men Without Chests. He explains the fact that they are trying to take away manhood. And this is what C.S. says about it. He said it might even be said that it is by the middle element, talking about the chest, that a man is man. Now think about this. He said man without chest. He said it's through this middle element, the chest, that man is man. For by his intellect, he is mere spirit, and by his appetite, mere animal. So by his intellect, his brain, he's mere spirit. By his appetite, which means his sexual organs, he's a mere animal. His chest, the thing in between those things, what makes him a man. He said the operation of the Green Book, this is a book on things that are relative, saying that everything's relative. And its kind is to produce what may be called men without chests. He said men without chests are men that are relative. Men that don't believe in right and wrong. Men that believe that gender is fluid, that don't believe in any absolutes. These are men without chests. Then he said, we make men without chests, and we expect of them virtue and enterprise. We laugh and honor and are shocked to find traitors in our midst. We castrate and bid the geldings be fruitful. So we're creating men without chest, and we're expecting men. You're expecting virtue? You're expecting honesty, integrity? The Democratic Party has produced men without chests. Think about this now. We saw Donald Trump take a bullet and spit it out like the Terminator. Walked around screaming, fight, 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 while blood's running down his face. And the guy's still trying to kill him. And in the Biden administration, we got a guy by the name of April Levine walking around, man in a dress, And I ain't talking about, some of these transgenders, you look at them and you can't tell. He looks like a man in a dress. Ugly man in a dress. Came to the job interview with a dress on, high heel shoes, and sat down for the interview. And said, I want the job. And instead of Joe Biden said, man, you better get the hell out of my office before I call somebody in and have you shot. He said, how much money do you want? Pete Buttigieg, married to another dude. Actually married to another dude. Got a picture of him online with a fake breast on feeding his child. Middle finger to the church. Then you got Sam Britton. He's got a bald head, mustache, red lipstick on his lips, a dress with high heels and pumps on, carrying a purse. Walk into the Oval Office and ask for a job, and Joe Biden says, when can you start? Then you got this little Corinne Jean-Pierre. She's a pretty little black girl. I looked at her and said, oh, ain't she pretty? Walks up there, smiling, looking all petite and good. Everybody's applauding her. And she said, just in case you didn't know, I am the first Haitian female lesbian press secretary. And I said, well, I will be damned. I had to turn my door to say, baby, turn your head. Had to tell you how she got down. So all these cats running around the White House, all these people in the federal government, first thing they're going to welcome you is, hello, man, my name is so-and-so, so-and-so, and I like to have sex with men. Men without chests. And when I look at him and say, look, man, you better get the hell out of my face. They're going to try to tell you something's wrong with me. Why? Because I don't want nobody coming up to me telling me how to get down. You can do what you want to do in the privacy of your own home. I don't want to hear about it, man. I just don't want to hear about it. Oh, but not these dadgum Democrats. All right, friends, Vince Everett Ellison is here. I want you to go to my website. And on my website, you're going to see a lot of great stuff, man. You're going to see that we got t-shirts, we got caps. You got my books, my documentaries. You got all kinds of stuff on VinceSpeaksTruth.com. Go there. We're dropping new t-shirts. We're dropping new merchandise. My new book, The End of Tolerance, is there. The End of Tolerance. Make sure you get it. Make it number one. If you got my first three, get The End of Tolerance. It's just as good. And it's telling us we have to end our tolerance with these leftists, these Democrats. We can no longer allow them to sexually groom our children. We can no longer allow them to castrate little boys and call them little girls, run God out of the public square, take away our guns, take away our sovereignty. No longer allow it. So go on VinceSpeaksTruth.com. That is VinceSpeaksTruth.com. Hit merchandise. You'll see the t-shirts. You'll see the caps. You'll see the books. You'll see the documentaries. You'll see it all. And let's keep this ball rolling. God bless you.